So today I'm going to be telling you guys about my holy grail skincare products. These are products that I swear by. This is my personal collection. It's not necessarily everything that I use, but it's things that I've repurchased and things that I have found that work great for me. Now, just a disclaimer. Just because it works great for me doesn't mean that it's going to work great for you. So definitely research your ingredients and talk to an esthetician, because that's the most important person that you can talk to. Although I am licensed, I'm not just an influencer that is getting paid to talk about these brands or anything like that. I can't necessarily recommend something for you until I see your skin in person. So I would definitely recommend to see an esthetician near you, and if you need a recommendation, definitely ask me. If you want a youthful glow like me, then just, try these products. If something tickles your fancy, then definitely try them out. I am only 23 years old, but I've noticed that my skin is not the same as it used to be, but this is everything that I can do to preserve that baby skin that everybody wants. So if you want to hear about my favorite skincare holy grail products of all time, then definitely watch this video. I can tell you a little bit about my skin type. My skin is definitely dry to normal. It's more normal during the summertime and definitely very dry during the winter time. Right now, my skin is fresh from a skincare routine, which I wanted for this, and hydrated on my lips too. And I did a mask last night, and I'll talk about all of that. So let's just start with the exfoliators that I love. So exfoliation is really, really important for your skin because it takes off the top layer of your skin, the dead skin cells that are just sitting there, and can cause breakouts, can cause dry skin, and can even cause oily skin. So I definitely recommend exfoliating 1 to 2 times a week. So one of my favorite exfoliation products that I keep in the shower is called Belle Pure Enzyme Scrub. In general, enzymes are really good for removing that top dead layer of your skin, and a lot of times fruits like pineapples and mangoes have enzymes. So this actually smells a lot like the citrusy fruits. What I really love about it is that it's definitely a more liquid consistency, but the actual pieces of exfoliation are not hard balls like the typical ones that you used to see back in the day, which is why I really like something that has fine beads in it. Something like a St. Ives walnut scrub, though, that's not something that I would consider an exfoliator. That's something that could definitely tear your skin up. If this ends up being a little bit too rough for you, this is something that I also use, and I love using all over my body. This is the Sonia Roselli Sexapeel. And what I love about this is that it's citrus-based, so it's like a watery spray. When you spray it directly onto your hand and then rub it onto your skin, you'll actually see dead pieces of skin rolling off of your face, and you can use this all over your body too. So those are my favorite exfoliation products. What I also didn't bring with me, but is definitely an honorable mention, is the Tatcha rice enzyme powder. That's also a very gentle exfoliator. So if you have extremely sensitive skin, I would recommend the Tatcha rice enzyme powder. Kind of transitioning into a product that does toning and exfoliation in one is the Moly Vita pads. These ones, they're called Vita 12, and they're shining peeling pads. When I open these up, the reason that they exfoliate is the product that's actually in them. It's like a chemical exfoliant, and also these pads have a little bit of a texture to them, and the texture can also do some gentle exfoliation. What I like about it is after cleansing, I'll just wipe one swipe with this pad, and we're all good to go. And I like that it has a citrus scent. Yummy. Okay. Okay, and also a favorite cleanser of mine, if I'm not exfoliating at the same time, I like to do a more hydrating cleanser, and this is the Ohui Miracle Moisture Cleansing Foam. If you're a person who's used to cleansing with a cleansing foam, most of the time you're probably either really dry or really oily, just because of the fact that that top layer can be really stripped off with a regular foaming cleanser. This one has a more emollient texture to it, which is why I really like washing with this particular it's a Korean brand cleanser. It has a very creamy consistency to it, so it doesn't foam up as much as a regular foaming cleanser would, but I definitely recommend this one to anybody who's dry. Now we'll talk about 3 sprays that I love. The reason I love sprays is that they will tone and balance the pH in your skin after cleansing. So say you just cleanse your face and you're about to go moisturize, most of the time the moisturizer will just soak everything up and not be used to its full potential, which is why I like to tone in between to settle the pH in your skin. So one of my favorite ones is actually a serum spray by Neogen. It's called the H2 Dermadeca spray. This one actually strengthens the top layer of your skin, which is really important if you have very crepey skin per se, or very not plump skin. If you want your skin to feel a little bit more plump, I would definitely recommend this strengthening spray, something like this that has a serum in it. So it kind of like is a 2-in-1, which is amazing. And then also a really great product right here is the Cos prescription low pH PHA barrier mist. This one really balances the pH in your skin, and what I really love this one is that it's under 3.4 ounces. Even though it looks big, it comes with a lot of product in it, and you can take it on the plane with you, so it's TSA friendly. So I love this product, and this one has a really great spray consistency to it. So I definitely recommend this product, especially for somebody who's sensitive skin, because it doesn't really have any smell to it whatsoever. And then this one I really love as a spray, because this one's not a one spritz kind of deal. This is like an aerosol spray. It's the Caudelie grape water spray, and it has an actual aerosol spray like this, which is very convenient if you're not one who likes to go and just wants to do one good spray all over. That's why I love the aerosol can like this. So definitely recommend the Caudelie one. It's definitely a more hydrating spray. Now I'm going to talk about my favorite sunscreen ever. This is something that I usually do right after spraying my favorite toner. And I really love the Moly multi-use sun oil. It's 50 plus. And what I really love about it is it actually gives you a glow to your skin, a beautiful glow. And what I like to do is I like to put a few drops all over my face and my décolleté right here, and it looks so beautiful, and it doesn't clog your pores. It's a very gentle oil, but I like this because it's an oil and it's not like those typical sunblocks that have a white cast over them. It just gives you a beautiful glow. So I definitely recommend this as a sunscreen. And now I'll talk about my favorite serum ever. This is the Ordinary Granactive 2% Retinoid Emulsion. I have tried so many retinoids. If you're not familiar with retinoids, I would just do a little bit more research on them. But basically, there's only so many things that we can do for aging to prevent aging. One of the things is not smoking. One of the other things is, not going in the sun and protecting ourselves from the sun. One other thing that actually works to prevent aging and also take care of a little bit of fine lines, I mean, it's not Botox, but it does work, is using a retinoid. There are prescription retinoids, there's over-the-counter retinoids. This is something that you can buy over-the-counter, but what I notice about most retinoids is they can definitely dry you out. So I like to buy retinoids that come in some sort of serum or an oil, so they can definitely hydrate you as they're also taking off that top layer and giving you that beautiful like anti-aging glow, which is what a lot of people want. And I feel like my skin has definitely gotten a lot more plump, which I like that feeling and I like how that looks. But this is definitely something you can't use if you plan to go out in the sun. This is not something that you should use every day either. This is something that I use every other day. So what I like about this one compared to any other retinoid serum combo that I found is that it's an emulsion, so it comes in like this creamy white consistency, and it's very hydrating. And it's a 2% retinoid emulsion. If you feel like you need something a little bit stronger, if you have more fine lines, then I would recommend getting a dermatologist to write your prescription for a retinoid. Now I will mention my favorite micellar water ever. I'm not a huge fan of the drugstore micellar waters. Micellar water, by the way, is to remove your makeup. I have found that it's much better than using any sort of makeup wipe or any regular liquid makeup remover that can be oily. This one has no oily residue whatsoever. And what I love about Bioderma specifically is that they have the travel sizes and the big sizes as well, like the big huge jars, and I'll transfer them here and there using like a syringe that I have too, because you usually can't take off this top, so you would have to transfer it with a syringe. So what I like about this is that there's no oily residue whatsoever. So say you're in a rush and you really just want to take your makeup off, you put a little bit on a cotton pad, run it all over your face, and what's beautiful about this product is that you can leave it on. You don't have to wash it off. It's not going to leave any strange residue on your skin. Definitely recommend this. I've been using this for years. I got my whole family and all my friends hooked on it, so definitely recommend this. I buy it online, at Target I think you can even buy it, and then when I went to Paris, if you ever get a chance to go to France, they sell this in all of the drugstores, so it's definitely a staple for me. Okay, I should mention my favorite moisturizers because that's very important. I'm a huge fan of moisturizer. Moisturizer is my friend. I read this thing once that said the 10 commandments of skincare, and then the last one also said thou shalt do unto neck what thou shalt do onto face. So definitely when you are using all of these products, especially moisturizer, include your neck in it too, because your neck is definitely one part of you that ages very, very quickly. So definitely recommend using this. So I'll start with the lightest moisturizer. This one is called the Jung 10 Free Emulsion. So I lump emulsions under moisturizers just because I believe that they do very similar thing, but emulsions are really great for somebody who's a little bit more oily, so I will use this on myself in the summertime, and I use this on my clients too, and they love it. Because it's water-based, it has no scent whatsoever, and an emulsion is basically a more watery moisturizer. So moisturizers are usually very thick and emollient. This one is very watery and more liquidy, so it can definitely run a little bit more, but it's really great to spread all over the face and all over the neck. So I love this one, especially for sensitive skin. So something a little bit more high-end. This is definitely a splurge, but worth it. This is like upwards of $60 to $70 for a moisturizer, but definitely worth it. It's the Oh Hui Anti-Wrinkle Age Recovery Emulsion. So also an emulsion, but a little bit thicker than this one. And if you notice, both of these are Korean. If you haven't noticed already, a lot of these products are Korean because I swear by Korean skincare. So this Oh Hui moisturizer, what I absolutely love about it is not only the packaging, but the way it makes my skin feel. It smells so luxurious. It's the best moisturizer that I've probably ever used. And I bought it in sample sizes too, so I can take it with me everywhere I go. Definitely recommend this one. Also, in the winter time, I get very dry patches, almost like an eczema-like patch. So that's when I'll go in with the Weleda Skin Food. Pardon the appearance, obviously I loved it a little bit too much. This product, the Weleda Skin Food, has a very, very lemongrass scent, so if that's not something that you like, then I wouldn't recommend that. But what I love about this product is it's a very concentrated moisturizer. You need just the smallest amount, just a little bit, like this much, is enough for the dry patches. So what I like to do is moisturize, do your regular skincare routine as you like, and then I would just take this Weleda Skin Food and apply it directly onto those dry patches. Go to sleep, wake up the next morning, and those dry patches are gone. Also, something to mention for the body that I use as well is the Moly Chok Green Tea Soothing Gel. I use this almost from neck and chest down, and I use this all over the skin. And I mean, skincare is your whole body. You can also take care of your skin. This is a very beautiful, beautiful soothing gel. It has almost like an aloe consistency, but it smells like green tea. So if you like the smell of green tea and you like the feeling of aloe but don't like the smell of aloe, this is really beautiful to put all over your skin. What I also love is the Smith's Rosebud Salve for my lips, which is what I'm wearing right now. This has really, really beautiful ingredients in it. It's a staple in a lot of people's kits for many years. It usually comes in a regular tin, but I like this packaging just because it's a little bit more sanitary than going into a tin over and over again. But yeah, this product has been around probably since the 1940s or something like that. Yeah, definitely recommend this Rosebud Salve. And the last product I will probably mention is this. I'm a huge face mask person. I probably put a face mask on 1 to 2 times a week, something like that. And I've tried many, many different kinds. And the Cledbel masks are amazing. I've tried all of them, but I like the blue one, particularly the hydrating mask. It has hyaluronic acid, which is very, very hydrating and moisturizing, and placenta in it, which kind of reinvigorates the anti-aging thing that's going on. I put this on last night. I went to sleep after taking it off and just rubbed it in with like a jade roller or even like or maybe a gua sha, and then took it off, woke up this morning and my skin looked amazing. So definitely recommend this using after the shower especially. So in general, it's really important to remember to get facials. Don't be afraid to try new products, but once you find your staples and you love something, don't wear it to death because your skin will get used to it and it'll stop working on you. So that's all I have to say about that. If you guys have any questions at all about specific product recommendations, just DM me your skin type, talk to me a little bit about what products you use now, and maybe I can recommend something for you. Or if you DM me your area, I can probably recommend a great esthetician in your area. All right, bye. Yeah, that youthful glow, that youthful glow, bitch, youthful as shit.
Work it, what?
Done.
bug wipes. Let's get some